Hello viewers, welcome to News Beyond Headlines. This is a program that we bring on board leaders from all political divides to be able to talk about issues that are happening in the country and of course issues that are forming the political landscape in the country. And today I'm your host Violet Auma on these News Beyond Headlines, and I'm honored to host Ryan Injendi, son to the late Malava MP Malulu Injendi. Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Violet, for having me.
For Malava people and Kenyans at large, please tell us, who is Ryan Injendi?
Thank you so much, Violet, for having me around. First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity. I know you are a sought-after lady and
no,
with your media and everything. So I really thank you for the opportunity. And just to a brief story about myself. My name is Ryan Injendi Malulu, son to the late Honorable Malulu Injendi. I'm the eldest son in the family of the late Mheshimiwa. And I can say I was born in Kakamega, Malava to be precise. Schooled a bit there in a school called Lugusi Primary, where I started my early education. Actually, there was a school called Mawanyi Kindergarten. It was like a preschool, kindergarten, yeah. Okay. There. Then we moved to Nairobi, and that's when went to St. Peter's Boys Primary, where I had most of my primary education. After St. Peter's Boys Primary, when I joined Msingu High School, which is now performing quite well in football. Actually, I'm good in football. I used to play football sana. But kufika pale, at the expense of Kakamega High, tuko sawa.
Okay.
So yeah, went to Msingu High School.
Were you a footballer?
I'm a footballer. I still play. I play for Bunge FC.
Oh really?
Yes, I'm a striker.
Ah, that's good. Namba 9 mgongoni.
Namba 9 mgongoni. Mimi kazi yangu ni kufunga mabao tu. Okay. Yeah. So I joined Msingu, where I did my KCSE there. And then after Msingu, I was lucky enough to join Catholic University of Eastern Africa, famously known as Square, where I did my Bachelor of Commerce with a major in banking and finance and a bit of management. From after my university education, I was lucky enough to be employed. My first job was in an NGO called Islamic Relief Kenya, which is in Nairobi. I worked there for I think 1 year. And then after that, I joined the banking industry, where I worked for, can say 11 years, nearly 11 years. Started with National Bank, went to Bank of Africa. And then I worked longest at Bank of India. I was there for nearly 8 years in Mombasa. So yeah, during my banking and my working career as a banker, I enrolled for a master's degree at the University of Nairobi, where I did a master's in business administration with a major in strategic management. And yeah, I managed to graduate well, and I did well. And after working in the private sector for quite some time, like I've said, nearly 11 to 12 years, I tried my luck with the public sector, where I was lucky to join parliament after successful interviews and the rigorous process that are involved, where now currently, where I'm working currently as a research and policy analyst, specifically with the Senate, where we help members come up with bills, advise them, do research for them, and just parliament as a whole. It's a big institution where we assist in many other ways. Other than my career and my academic life, I must say I'm a father, I'm a husband to someone, and yeah, I have one wife. You know, sisi Waluya wanasemanga sisi ni watu
lazima you declare.
Yes.
Can
Siposema ule mwenye anaangalia atanilaumu sana, mbona kunitaja, mbona kunitambua. And for us as Luyas, having a family is one thing that we really embrace, and we value family. So I'm a husband of one. My wife is called Dorothy Chao, who I thank her so much. Aliniombea kura hiyo kwati nilikuwa nakuwa unveiled by my clan, Basonje clan.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a father of 3. And that's it. I'm a happy person, calm, not very loud, just chilled, and yeah.
A lot of people have actually seen that they have been referring to you as a Gen Z leader. Yes. So how old are you then?
I'm 34.
You're 34
this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
how was it growing up in a politician's family?
Just to set the record straight, I didn't grow up in a political family. My father has been a teacher all through his life. He started as of course, after his university education, he started as an untrained teacher in Lugusi High School, where he taught for some few years, and then he went to Nairobi. Kawaida to Nairobi, ukienda Nairobi, the first thing you go to industrial area to look for a living. And yeah, after that he was lucky enough to join the University of Catholic University, where he was a lecturer, and later on served as a registrar. He's the longest serving registrar at Catholic University. He did so much change in the university. So growing up, I must say I didn't grow up in a political family. I grew up in an academic family. My father was a staunch academician. He believed in education, and yeah. So the political life came in 2013 when he now joined Parliament officially as a member. But during that time is when now we started now seeing the political aspect of him. But for us, we grew up knowing that he's a disciplinarian, he's an academician, and he's a leader, because he was a leader in many forums. He was a leader of the Catholic Church where we grew up in Rongai. He was a leader in many other aspects. We could see him showing his leadership skills while still growing up, but not as a politician, just as a man who had some values and love for education. So that assumption that I grew up in a political family, I can't say that is the case, because I can say we've been in the political life for the last 12 years. Say 13 years while he was campaigning, now the 12 years while he was active in parliament.
Okay. So joining politics, was it like your personal ambition, or is because of whatever happened you decided, let me try my luck in politics?
Sometimes it's I can say in my early life, if you ask my fellow classmates in my primary, high school, I was a leader all through. In primary, I was a prefect in many departments. Of course, you know how primary schools are. In high school, I was a prefect also, and a captain actually, entertainment captain, who was the most referred to. I served well during my term, the longest serving actually. And in university, I held various roles as the leader in terms of leadership. So me coming in politics is not that I've been pushed or coerced or been coming in because of an opportunity that has shown up itself. It's just because it's something that has been there. When my dad started this journey, and after seeing him, how he's working and how he's moving on, I told myself, maybe one day, I might join this space. Maybe when he moves a step higher to the governor seat, or maybe when he retires from politics, I can come in and ask the people of Malava, not necessarily Malava, any other place to come and be a leader. So it's something that I can say it's the same way you can plan for a journey. You say, hey, I want to go to Nairobi tomorrow, but something comes up urgently, which now you have to go to Nairobi now. So it's something that I've been having it in mind, but I knew it's a 10 or 15 years or 15 to 20 years ambition. But through God's plan, through his own doing, we are here now. It's something that I would have done it maybe 20 years, but now we are here. Tumeshavulia maji nguo na
inabidi umeoga.
Inabidi tunaoga. Na sasa ni kitu ambayo ilikuwa kwa roho yangu, si ati nimesukumwa ama nimeona ni kitu imekuwa, and I'm enjoying. When I go there, talk to people, it's like I'm in my element. So I feel like I'm doing what I love most. I'm doing what I think I would have done 20 years. So it's come a bit earlier. So it's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing, and yeah, it's something I want to do, and I'll not really let down, and I'll not really let go. Yes.
So, like, don't you think, like, now that it has come prematurely, as per you're saying you had anticipated to join politics like 15, 20 years to come. Now that it has come now, don't you think that it will work against you?
Yes, you may say that, but like you say, like you know, sometimes you might apply for a job, thinking you might not get the job, but eventually you turn out to be the best candidate for the job. So it's about learning through the job, and I'm a quick learner. For those who've worked with me, for those who've been with me in my life, I'm a quick learner, and I can say for the last 3-4 months I've been in this space, I think I've learned a lot. There's a lot I've learned, and I can say, of course, as we grow, you cannot be perfect. But to this point where I am now, I can say I've learned a lot, and I'm still going to do a lot. I'm still going to learn a lot, because when I decided to join this space, there are a couple of people who've been there before, who are advising me, and through those advice, through those meetings, through those wrongs that maybe you have planned a meeting, it goes wrong. From that wrong meeting, you build up and correct for the next meeting.
True.
So yes, it's work without experience, but as you go through, as you move on, you gain the experience, you gain the knowledge. And yeah, like for you, you are a presenter, you are a news anchor and everything. You didn't start knowing everything, but all through step by step, learning from your seniors, your bosses, your friends, and you yourself just being proactive and learning things. You are where you are now because of learning. No one is perfect.
Yeah.
And it's the same reason why we as young people are being told that, you should wait. Sometimes I usually wonder when they ask for jobs, they want 15 years experience, 13 years experience. It's kind of they lock out the young people. But these young people have those ideas. They might not have the experience, they might not have the long duration of having worked in public service or having worked in a bank, but when you give them that opportunity, they might bring in some new thing, they might learn quickly and everything. So yeah, it's a challenge, it's a task,
You're ready to learn,
and I'm ready to learn, and I'm learning. And clearly, for you to call me for this interview, I think you've seen something, and you've already seen the kind of work I've done and I'm doing in this space in a quite short period of time.
During that time that you're preparing for politics in future, that is, did you have like a conversation with your dad about, your aspirations and, joining politics and all that? Did you have such a conversation?
My dad was quite funny. He would send me to some meetings. I think he was preparing me. Yeah, he would be called somewhere, say, Iran, I'm going to this meeting. I think you should go and address that meeting on my behalf. Give me some specific instructions. And sometimes when I go to those meetings, I would overdo. He would get calls the same, this son of yours, wow. We didn't know he can be this mature, present these things in this particular way. So I cannot say that we had a discussion of me joining politics, but he would always push me because as his eldest son, he wanted me to be there. He always told me, wewe ndio mwangaza, wewe unafaa uendeleze jina ya familia. So in our talk, he would always advise me on being a good leader, and I would thank him so much because to this far and to where I am now, what I'm doing now, I think he's been my greatest mentor. So having those discussions of me joining politics, we never had them. But having discussions as a father and a son, teaching me on how to live well, how to treat people well, how to interact well with people. I can say those were the things that we discussed with him, and those are the things that are helping me now, pushing my agenda, pushing my political life as we are now.
Joining politics, is it because of the legacy and the name, the surname that you have, or is it because of merit?
Joining politics because, like I've told you, it's something that I had in mind. I never told him that I would join politics, but I would see how he was doing things. I would see how people do it. I would look at other people. And to this point, now people might say I'm joining now because he's gone. I want to continue the legacy. And of course, it's true. You would want to do better than what your dad did. You would want to follow the footsteps of your father. You can see the likes of Raila. You can see the like of Mudavadi. You can see, even if you go to the Bible, Solomon and David. And there's a way, I cannot run away from the fact that I want to continue the legacy. But again, it's about a personal decision. It's about, I might have maybe been in that position, but not willing to take up this position. But I'm doing it because I have it in me. I'm doing it because I have the hunger to help and to work for the people and maybe bring some changes which the people of Malava and any other person, any other young leader or any other leader is yearning for. So of course the legacy bit is there, but yeah, it's about to improve not really to improve the Malulu name, but just to do well, to do good the society. Whatever skills I've gained through my working experience, the small working experience compared to other people, I can do some bit of changes and improve the lives of people, touch the lives of people.
So with that, what sets you apart from your father's leadership and all that, politically and ideologically? What sets you apart?
What set me apart is I'm a young person. For him, was older. He joined politics while he was 45, I think, 45. Joining while I'm 34, 10 years difference. And as a young person, and with new ideas. And that is one thing that sets me apart from him. But ideally, leadership just the same. We have the same. The style is a bit the same. I'm very relaxed. I'm not very abrasive. I'm not very combative in my way of doing things. But the main thing, what is giving me an edge, is the fact that I am joining as a young person. And to be honest, while he was still leading, the thing that he would do, and he would consult me widely, sana. Consult me. I want to put up a tournament. What should I do? I want to go meet teachers, young teachers your age. What should I tell them? So me coming in, I'm coming in with fresh skills, and as a young person, I'm coming in with new ideas that are now touching the young people now, because now is our time. The people who are a bit older than us, they've tried their bit, but now we as young people are coming with fresh ideas, new ideas, and giving hope to the young people. So yeah, I can say the youthfulness bit of it is what is giving me an edge.
And many of the people have actually said that this is a sympathy candidacy. So how will you respond to your critics?
The sympathy aspect of it is there. Like I told you, I cannot run away from Malulu Injendi, the late. The sympathy aspect is there. He did a very good job for the people of Malava. People loved him so much. So coming in as a candidate, of course, the sympathy bit is there. Yeah, he did well, and I'm coming in now to continue the aspects, the project that he had started, the idea that he had, because I would sit with him and I would hear what he's planning for the people of Malava. So the sympathy is there. But now we've already done Morning Mzee. He is now more than, from March, February to now is July, August, is nearly 5 months. The sympathy aspect now is gone. We are done mourning. For us as family, still mourning, but now we are fighting. We are in a war. So even when I address my people, I don't address them, oh, please help me. No, I'm telling them, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. So we will not run away, because there are some people who will only vote for me because they like Mheshimiwa. But for me, I'm trying to run away from that fact. I'm trying to set apart the sympathy aspect, and me as a person, me as a young person, me as someone who's willing to come out and stand and ask for this position. So of course there are those who love Mzee because they loved him and they are feeling some sympathy for me. But there are those people who are voting for me because I'm a young person. I'm coming in nimejitolea against all odds, against all the bad talk about it, and I'm there. So and I'm saying I'm not going back, and whether with sympathy or without sympathy, we'll be there and we'll continue. Yeah.
You're vying on which party?
I've not said the party that I'm vying on, but as you know, Mzee died while in government party, UDA party, and that's where I'm standing now. So I must say I'm vying on UDA party. UDA. That's my party now. And as you well know, we had a rally yesterday with UDA, and I will continue with the party till the final end, and I'm willing to work with the government. As you well know, if you're looking from history, Malava has been in the government all through. There's no time Malava has been in opposition. Even as you look at the recent example of Sweta Shitanda, sometimes he will go in with an opposition party or his own party, but at the end of the day, he will end up joining government, even be a minister, and he's been a minister. Same to MP Malulu Injendi. He initially joined in with a small party after things that happened in 2013, which people still remember till now. And then later on joined government. 2017 he was in government. Now he died while still in government. So for me, I'm in the UDA party, and yeah, from yesterday's rally, you could see I was wearing the party colors, and that's where I am now. That's my house now, and I hope and I pray that the party will work with me, and we will work with the young people. Yes.
A lot of people have come out to, they're actually salivating for the seats. How many are you again? The number that you know in total? Are there around 30?
Yeah, I saw a list. We are around 32 there.
32?
32, yes, 32.
In UDA?
In UDA we are 5. Currently we started many, but now we are 5. looking for that seat with the UDA party. So, but these other people are in other small parties and other big parties, others in opposition parties. Yeah, but the total number is 32. But in UDA party, we are 5 of us who are hoping that the party will hold one of us to move forward with the seat, maybe ask and campaign for the seat for Malava. Yeah.
So do you believe that you stand a good chance to be picked among the 5 in UDA?
I stand a very high chance. One, I'm a young person, and the government now, as you can see, they are looking on young people. Most members who are in the party, if you look at them, they are young people who are leading the party. Young people, vibrant people. So one, I'm a young person. 2, Mheshimiwa worked well for the government. He did a lot for the government. And the best way they could work and support and do well for the people of Malava is by the party working with me. Because we strongly believe there's a lot of unfinished business. A lot of unfinished. I could sit with him there and he could tell me of so many things that he was planning to do with this government. As you well know, back in 2021, 2019, 2021, as we were working for this guys, we were working hard to form this government. We had a lot of tear gas in our home. They really fought. We were there in the background. And I feel that there's a lot that we have to reap from this government, which was not reaped. So I believe and strongly believe that with good planning, with good, if we harness our strength and our ideas with the UDA party, with me as their candidate, there's a lot to be won. There's a lot to be achieved by the party working with me, with a young person. As you look last year, from the Gen Z uproar, yeah, there's been a lot of demand for young people, and I am here offering myself to the people of Malava as a young person. And UDA party should take this opportunity to look at this young person for the benefit of young people. The government showing that is working with young people. I am here and I'm ready. And I know that I'm asking for the seat because I'm just sitting down because I'm a son of a Mheshimiwa. You've seen my work. I've really done a lot, and people are really asking me, will this government really stand with you? And I'm hopeful, and I know with the president, he will stand with me, and the people who are in the party, they will stand with me. So I'm very confident. I'm going to hold the ticket very soon, very soon. Let's watch this space. Okay,
in an event that doesn't happen, probably among the 5, they pick on someone else. What will you do? Will you like walk out of the party? Will you go independent? Or will you say, okay, sawa sawa, mmekubali ni huyo, so I'm good to go. I go back to my work.
Let me quote the boss. Sasa ni kujipanga. Sasa ni kujipanga. So I'm not looking at a situation whereby I'll be denied the party ticket. But in the event that the party sees it fit that I am not worthy or I will not be given the ticket, then like I've told you, my candidature is not by my own willing. It's not by my. I started this journey alone, but it has reached a point where now a community is behind me. Yeah. Some decisions I can't just take them easily. I can't just make such decisions by myself. A whole clan is looking at me. People who trust in me, the young people are looking at me. So in the event that I'm denied the ticket, then we have remedies. We have I have a team that I talk to. I have people, the opinion leaders, my fathers, my brothers that we have to talk to. I have to consult and see the best way. But I'm seeing myself not reaching that point where I'm denied the party ticket. I'm very confident. Yes, I have a resolve. I'm determined and I know.
You know, in a competition, you cannot really say that I'm very sure that I'm going to get it because you have 5 of you guys. So, of course, there is a possibility, even if it is like 1% or 0.1%, but there's a probability that you might not get that ticket. So, umesema utajipanga.
Well, let me ask you. When you go to an exam room, when you are doing an exam, say mathematics, do you go in that exam knowing that, you know, in case I don't answer number 1 or number 2, then maybe I can answer number 3 and then I get 100%.
I need to have plan B.
Yes, you just have to go there knowing that you're going to do the paper well. You're going to be, God is going to be with you, and you're going to work well and pass the exam. You're not going there with a plan B of say if I
No,
if
but
I
Mheshimiwa,
fail,
you said,
if I fail.
you've just told me, Mheshimiwa, that mwanasiasa ni kujipanga.
Yes.
So you cannot like go ndani kabisa and say like, oh, there is, yeah, I'm going in and anything will happen, let it happen. You need to have plan B. I know you're saying there's a committee and other people behind you that you'll go and consult, but again, you need to have thought about it right now, that there's a probability, there are chances that you might not get it.
Like I said, you asked me the first question, are you sure you're going to be the candidate for UDA? I told you, yes, I'm confident I'm going to be a candidate of UDA. And that's where I stand. But in the event, then we will now make a decision when that event comes in.
When you go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. So I will go back to the drawing board and see our next course of action. But I'm not seeing that event because I'm very confident.
Yeah.
Very confident.
But I don't know if you're going for nominations or consensus.
Now that is for the party to decide.
Okay. You are a young person who was presented himself for Malava seat. What do you have for Malava people?
What I have for Malava people is one, majorly is to finish what the late MP started. Yeah, there's his brainchild. One of his brainchild was Shamerere National Polytechnic. It was a TTI, now it was elevated to a national polytechnic. There are some unfinished business in that polytechnic. There's need for an engineering lab. There's need for hostels. There's a lot to be done in that national polytechnic. So one, I want to finish what was started in that university, in that polytechnic. Two, there's the road from Ikoli. There's a place called Ikoli to Malava. Ikoli it borders Nandi. Yeah. So there's that road that started. It is now at Malava, but it's not finished. And now the road that is starting from Malava to Sympathy, it is in a bad shape. But we thank the government. We thank through Mheshimiwa's effort. There's money that was allocated to the road. And anytime this month or next month, the road will be commissioned by the president himself. So it is my wish that this road finishes, the construction and the working on it is done. Yeah, there's the KMTC. It was started. The construction is going on. There is the issue of the Malava, the two sub-counties in Malava. No, Malava is the largest constituency in Kakamega County, and it was in the wisdom of the late Mheshimiwa that it be divided, because sometimes people used to argue that why is Malava not doing gorofas? Why is it not being given so many opportunities? Yet it is the largest constituency. We get equal share as Mumias East constituency. But if you look at these others, they are small, but the share is the same. And Malava is quite large. So the subdivision of Malava to have two sub-counties, which is now Kabaras East and Kabaras West, is something that is that when elected, I'll make sure that it is actualized. The new administrative units, which have not really been established, and they're there, but they have not been really actualized. And thank the CDF and the government. Yesterday, last week on Thursday, I think, we did a groundbreaking for the new sub-county headquarters for the Kabaras West sub-county. And other than these pending projects, I have a very big plan for the youth of Malava. Most of the youth in Malava are educated. Mheshimiwa did a lot of education. He educated them. Employment is an issue in Malava. So my main focus is to make sure that the youth are empowered through employment, create opportunities. Yeah, the women also, they have so many merry-go-rounds, these CBOs, to try and hold them and make sure that people are getting some money. Yeah. The other thing is the issue of sugarcane. Sugarcane farming is something that I can say Malava is one lucky constituency. I think in Western, it is the only constituency that has 2 sugar mills. But people feel that the mills have not really done justice to the people. Yeah. My coming in, having worked in the banking industry, having worked in the NGO sector and now in government, in parliament, we'll try to look out for a better way, because these are private industries. These are privately owned industries. We cannot just go there and start just stamping and hoodwinking these people, because they are giving employment to our people. They are giving, they are providing some services to the people. They do some CSR to the people. So my aim is to see how best we can work with these two companies, Butali Sugar and West Kenya Sugar, to see how best they can improve on the tonnage payment. They can improve on the roads, because there's some money that is paid to they take from the farmers in order to maintain roads and do some small things. So to try and just work together as a community, because we need them as well as them needing us. So other than looking at the industrial bit of it, I'll also want to also focus on education. See how best to improve the education sector. Of course, there's how it's being done, but I want to come in with new ideas, because having been in Nairobi, lived in Nairobi so long, I can see what other people are doing and marry these new ideas with this and see how best we can improve the education sector. So, and of course, the security and of course, the legislation bit of it, coming up with new laws to improve the lives of not necessarily people in Malava, but generally the lives of people in Kenya. Because as you well know, the Gen Zs, the youth in Kenya, are advocating for good leadership. So me coming in, I will also try and have these young people have a discussion, represent them in parliament with the new ideas. By how do we do this? Coming up with new laws on how to improve. Maybe things to do with the creative industry. How best can we improve people who are in the creative industry space? How can we improve people who want to do business? How can we, what are these new ideas? So that me coming in that aspect, I'll try and improve on this aspect of maybe legislation and see how best we can improve even these extrajudicial killings that are happening now. How best can we tackle this as a young person? What can you do differently? How can you address this issue in a legislative manner that is well to the government, but again, well to the people?
What you've just said is a projection of what you will do if at all you're given a chance. What have you done now?
Well, what I've done now, like I've told you, it's been 3 months. Politically, I've not done anything. But in terms of my work as a staff of Parliament, I've done so. I've helped in coming up with so many bills in Parliament. And just to also tell you, I have a foundation. We started with the late Malulu Injendi, he was the chairman, our chairman, and I'm also a director in the foundation. We've helped a lot of people in the society. What
is the name of the foundation again?
Malulu Injendi Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Malulu Injendi Foundation. We started it back in 2020. We've been silently helping people. We've been giving mothers some sewing machines. We even bought some motorcycles. Just to empower the youth, we bought some around 35 motorcycles to give to people for them to improve themselves economically, to assist the families. Also bursaries through the foundation. I'm a director. He's just the chairman. He was the patron. But the one from Kono, we would give, other than the CDF bursary, through the foundation, we've assisted some few people silently in the community. But for the 4 months that I've been active in this political space, I can't say there's nothing, but there's much I've done. That I can be honest. But through the foundation, we've done a lot. How best can we win the seat of Malava? Who is best placed? Those are the questions that you ask. Is this person sellable? Is this person showing, having vision? Is he having, what is his history? No, I'll go do a background check. Even you, before you get employed, when you go for an interview, they do a background check. They look at your CV. Some of these companies send people to your village. They go to your social media. What has this person done? He's saying he's worked for Unilever, or maybe he's worked for a particular company for this number of years. They look at the history. Has he really worked in this company? What was his achievements in that company? How long was he a very dependable? Was he a hardworking person? Was he a team player? So those are the things that the party should look at, even as we go to the nomination or maybe the consensus. Can this person deliver? Is this person going with what the trend as it is now? The trend now, people want young people. Is this person going to be sellable to the people? Is he likable to the women, to the young people? Is he matching with the party policies or the party ambitions and visions? Yeah, so those are the things that as a party going to the nomination they should look at. And of course bearing in mind that people have really invested, they've done a lot, they've sold their party name. So in case for any reason whatsoever, because there's no doubt in my mind that I'm the candidate, I'm the person, I'm the right person, that in any case I am given the nod to take over and forge this journey, then my competitor should also be the government, because the government has so many things to offer. Then they can, consensus. There's a lot to support me, because it's a combined effort. Me myself, even if I win the ticket and then I start talking badly about these other people, I will not win, because they can go and decampaign me. So as a party, I'm not talking on their behalf, but if you ask me, they should look at such things. They should look at,
when they were campaigning, the Kenya Kwanza coalition, they had a whole lot of promises for Western people and also Kenya in general. And the outcry and even a number of issues that have been raised during the Gen Z protests is because of failed promises that they have not been able to meet. That is the current regime. Do you think this will work against you now that they're saying UDA is not popular anymore in Western Kenya?
Malava people don't vote on party. They don't vote a party. As you can see, even Sweta at the time was elected with PNU. At that time, PNU was not a popular party in Western. Mheshimiwa the late was elected on a very small party called MDF, Maendeleo Democratic Party. Yeah. Yes, they might say it's not a popular party. For me, I want people to see me as a person, not a party. Yeah. But the agenda of the party, I have them. I will push the agenda of the party. Yeah. Just to set the record clear, Malava people don't vote for parties. They vote for an individual. And I'm presenting myself as Ryan, as a worthy candidate, as someone who's young and hoping and wishing that I'll be the leader and do whatever I have in mind. Yeah, and also make sure that the dream of young people of having a young leader, elected leader, because if things go well, I might be the first elected young person after the Gen Z. But I'll not be the youngest, because as you can see, the president started his political journey in 1997.
We have PK Selassie here.
Yeah, and Mudavadi, he joined politics at the age of 28 years. Mheshimiwa, His Excellency, he started his politics in 1992 and he's born in 1966. He joined politics when he was 31. So many other leaders. If you look at the MP for Budalangi now, the current MP now, is called, you know him, it's called who? He joined politics, I was having a chat with him. He joined politics at the age of 30. So, Malava, UDA, Malulu Injendi, they should look at me as a person. Yeah. Going back to your question, the UDA party not delivering some of its promises. I want to give you a small scenario. When you are moving into a new house, you just got in your employment, your first salary, and you've started paying your rent. This house, do you start buying a 70-inch TV, a sofa, good coaches like this? It
depends from what tribe you come from. We have
I want to drive a point. So UDA party came in, it's now 2.5 years. An example of me moving into a new house, just from my first salary, nimeingia kwa nyumba. This house, you start building it pole pole. Yeah, today you've bought a stool, tomorrow you'll buy a fridge, next time you'll buy a TV, hivyo pole pole. So they had made promises, but I think slowly by slowly they'll see how best to deliver them. But just like a house, you have to come in and start now arranging things properly. So I think that's where they are as a government. I'm not in government to talk for them, but if you ask me if in my own thinking, ni pole pole tu, pole pole. And that's why they're asking for 2 terms. This term is just to make a foundation, and then the next is now when to now actualize this some of these promises. And as much as they're saying UDA is not popular in Western, I want to be the person to make it popular in Malava, because Malava gave UDA, the government, Kenya Kwanza. Malava constituency gave them the highest number of votes in Kakamega constituency, Kakamega County. So I want, because of those many votes that they gave the government, through my candidature, through me, luckily, if elected as the MP of Malava, some of those promises that, or some of those wishes and desires that Malava people had, the aspirations that they had, and they voted for this government in numbers. It is my wish that I be the person to deliver, to make them feel that indeed in 2022, when they gave them the highest number of votes, that they are now reaping. Mzee was in the process of reaping, but aliachia katikati. Sasa mimi nataka nilete matunda.
Okay.
Yeah.
If at all you'll be elected, the first year, let's say, what are you going to focus on in Malava?
For my first 100 days, is to make sure that whatever was started, whatever that is working, because for me, I'm asking for 2 years to finish the projects that were started by the date. So in my first 100 days, people wataniona kwa ground, nimetoa hizi manguo, nimevaa apron, natembeza, naangalia barabara, naangalia, to make sure that hizi vitu watu wanaona zinasonga, because they feel like they are stalled, they were not moving quickly, and to be in schools also to see the conditions of the schools, what is the need. So it's just to, for me, is majorly to look at these projects and make sure that they are being completed. But majorly in the first 100 days, I also want to make sure that young people wanaona matokeo, kazi kwa vijana. Try to bring in investors, try to look for opportunities. These AGPO, the attendants that are there in the ministry, hata sisi vijana wa Malava najenga huko State House. Kuna maendeleo yanafanya, kuna marekebisho yanafanya kule State House. I can be the first one to bring a team from Malava to go and data kupaka rangi kule State House. Yeah, to help these young people to get opportunities. These 100 days, nataka kuona kama nimesaidia vijana kama 100 hivi wanapata kazi, wanafanya shughuli, ama tumefungua mahali kwa kitu, watu wanajisaidia. Maybe sasa hii mambo ni digital. Sasa ni mambo ya digital. Tufungue maybe mahali a digital space where young people can come in with this ajira. There are so many things in this new budget that have been budgeted for young people who wengi hawajui. So through my knowledge, through my experience, through my position as a member, an elected member, I can do these things for young people, because we are the majority. Hatuenda kule Malava, vijana ni wengi. Unaona? That's what I will do in the first 100 days. To make sure vijana na wamama wanaona matunda ya kuwa na kijana mheshimiwa.
Talking of investment, like Malava has already 2 factories, sugar factories, Mutali and West Kenya.
Yes.
So what kind of investment are you talking about?
It's sad to say, but Malava doesn't have a bank.
Okay.
Imagine. So bringing in a bank.
The whole constituent doesn't have a bank.
Sorry?
The whole constituent doesn't have a bank.
Imagine. Since independence. And we have 2 sugar mills. We have Shamberere National Polytechnic.
So they take money to other...
To Kakamega and Webuye.
Oh, no.
And Malava has so many teachers, so many policemen. Actually, Malava, kazi ya walimu, kazi ya askari. Malava. We are very economically, tuko mali, hatujafika pale kitu tuko mali. So by bringing in investors, I mean like bringing in people, maybe some other companies. Of course, they are these 2 sugar mills, but we can bring in some other people. We can talk to maybe Mabati rolling mills. We can talk with a few other companies. We are set up in Malava, agricultural farms, because people are farmers are many in Malava. Yeah, I can see now the CS cooperatives, Oparanya is trying to push this cooperative narrative.
Yeah,
I can uptake it. Look for people, see how best we can bring in some new ideas, new skills, and by investment, that's what I mean. Bring in some people who are willing to invest in Malava, and by investing in Malava, giving opportunities to the people of the young people and the women in Malava.